Okay guys, it's a really important video. I just want to share with you guys what's kind of been rattling around in my head for the last month. And it's really got me to change myself as a person. I think a lot of people in my life have said I've changed a lot over a month, which is really a good thing for me at least. I really like that, and it's showing that there is some tangible proof of things shifting and changing. Change is good. I like change. I love change. If you stay the same, you die. It's simple as that. So what I'm trying to say here really is the last month I kind of had this existential crisis of thinking about what am I? What's my purpose? What am I doing here? Am I here just to accumulate fucking carbon dioxide and then die, or I'm here just to accumulate money for someone else, or I'm here to do this, or I'm here to atone for God's sins, oh, this is hell, this is heaven, this is this is that, this is that. What ended up happening is I started to become delusional in my thinking. My thoughts weren't actually grounded in reality, because I think I was missing one of the key points. To know and not to do is not to know. That's by Leo Pascalia, I think, and that's a really wise quote. Is when you think you know something or you understand something, you will believe it. And that's completely valid for you to do. But until you actually apply it in reality, in the real world, then you don't actually know if it works or not. I could sit here and tell you guys, oh yeah, if you blow your nose, you get $100, but you just got to think you get $100. That's not how reality works. Unfortunately, that would be nice, but reality doesn't work in the way that if I say something, it becomes reality. There are tangible actions that I can do and put in place through working hard and understanding certain basic fundamentals. Then those things actually start to become a reality for the goals that I want. I'm not saying that example will happen, but certain things will occur in a beneficial way for me because I made it happen, because I worked hard to make it happen. So what I'm trying to share with you guys is you don't need to question the why or the what is your purpose thing. Your purpose is just to be happy the whole time. I mentioned this before, and I truly do believe it now. Your purpose is to create happiness and joy for yourself and for other people. That is ultimately your purpose here. If you want a purpose, you don't need a purpose. I think that's the important thing. Your purpose is just to be you, and you can guide people in a certain direction and what they think, but at the end of the day, if that's what they think they're capable of, that's what they're going to do. It's as simple as that. Now, it really affected me for a month. Going through that, I definitely had a lot of negative and positive thoughts at the same time, and I think I will continue to have these thoughts as it's only natural. You can't not have negative thoughts, but the way that I was able to experience them and channel them through other things is really where I was able to grow. Instead of getting angry, instead of denying something, instead of blaming something, I started to take accountability, and that's where the growth actually happened. When you become accountable, you realize that you are accountable for everything in your life. Every situation, everything you've experienced, it's all up to you. You've made decisions that have led you to this point, and how you react following on from that is you're either going to learn a lesson or you're not. It's that simple. And it's an emotionally thing to understand. It's very difficult to come to that conclusion. But once you do, you start to become frustrated. Like, how did I not know this sooner? Why do I only know this at 20? I think a lot of people do subconsciously know this, but whether they act upon it to validate it, it is scary to do that. It is very scary. But once you get past that point, then you're really able to start doing stuff that you enjoy. I think that's really what it is. And I've just been able to have my eyes opened a lot more with a lot of other things and a lot of other just perspectives and things going on. And not to say anyone's perspective's right or wrong, but I can come to my own perspective on things and live my life on my own thoughts and my own judgments that actually do have some valid reason to it. Because obviously living on your feelings is great, but that doesn't really do anything if your feelings are clouded. If your judgment's clouded by your feelings, you're not really going to make that good judgment. I don't know, you might be playing sport and you get angry. You're not going to be very good at sport, but if you can stay composed and think logically, you're going to go very far. And that's what I'm working on at the moment. So I'm talking about, that's why I'm documenting the whole thing on YouTube, is to show myself in 2 months, 3 months, show everyone else, like, this is what you got to do to get to a certain point of what you choose. And I think now what I'm starting to realize is there are some basic principles that you have to understand. And the biggest one that I'm just going to mention is really your competence. So you have these 4 stages: unconscious incompetence. You might not, you have no idea that that thing exists. Like, let me think of a random thought. The chemical structure for bugs' wings. I've never thought that before. Now, I am technically consciously incompetent. It's come into my mind that I don't know the chemical structure or chemical compound of insects' wings. And now that has no relevance to me. That doesn't take me towards my goals. So I'm not really going to tackle that. There's no point. I don't really give a shit about the chemical structure of insects' wings. So I think you got to realize what actually matters to you and where you're getting this information from. If you're getting it from people that you like or you don't like, or people that are at your goals and stuff, where you want to be, you listen to them. They're probably going to teach you the right stuff. But anyways, going back to the third thing, sorry, I need a cough. The conscious competence thing is you're beginning to be consciously competent at something. Now, this is kind of the stage where I'm at with a lot of things, is I'll get to the unconscious competence and struggle to get to conscious competence because it is difficult to get there, especially when the information you're learning it from someone that's not a very good teacher or not able to teach it to you in a way that you're able to understand. That's not their fault, that's my fault, because I'm surrounding myself with the wrong teacher. The teacher will appear to you when you need it, if that makes sense. And then you get to the final stage of level where you get unconscious competence, where you do stuff without even thinking. You won't even rationalize it because it will come unconsciously to you. This might be like tying your shoelaces. Like, I don't have to like consciously think. I just do it. Whether it's like drinking water or whether it's putting a shirt on when I go out. That's just an unconscious thing. I don't even need to think and rationalize that decision. I think, unfortunately, a lot of my life, I've kind of sat in that conscious incompetence and getting to that conscious competence stage, but I wasn't willing to do the work to get to that conscious competence. And once you achieve conscious competence, it's about implementing certain things that get you to unconscious competence, where you don't even have to think about that. If you apply those principles to like anything that you want, whether it's sport, whether it's goals, whether it's money, whether it's girls, whether it's this, whether it's that, you apply that fundamental logic there and you recognize, oh, I'm getting upset because I'm consciously incompetent at something, and I don't like that feeling. I don't like the feeling of not knowing something. I hate that. That doesn't make me feel good. And then it's my job to realize and be like, you're getting angry because you don't understand it. So what are you going to do to make yourself less angry and less in, not disgust, but yeah, in anger that you don't understand it? Oh, I'm going to do this. Oh, I'm going to go look up the chemical compound of insect wings and now understand that. Oh, and now I'm going to take a biology class to better understand the whole world with animals' wings and how they are chemically made up. I think you guys understand the point I'm trying to make here is until you actually realize why you're getting angry and why your emotions are acting a certain way, usually it's because you're consciously incompetent in something, and that's fine. That's perfectly okay to be with that. But if you get angry over that, deep down, there's something that you need to resolve. And I see it in a lot of people. I'll have a discussion with them and they'll get absolutely irate when I bring certain things up because they don't actually truly understand it. And yeah, it's very interesting to see. And I've definitely been like that for the last 20 years. And I am slowly becoming consciously competent in that understanding. And that's really all I want to talk about, guys. This is a very disjointed video, but I don't really care because I'm just letting me talk. And if you guys enjoyed the video, see you guys in the next one.